I have a goal right now of personally helping 1,000 people grow their businesses. If you want to help me reach that goal, then take a second and share this episode. Thank you so much. What's up, and welcome back to the Matt Pete Marketing Podcast. And today I have something really important that I wanted to talk to you about. Let's talk about definiteness of purpose. So maybe you've heard this phrase before. If you've read or listened to the book Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, then you know what I'm talking about. If you have not read that book or listened to that book, I cannot recommend that book anymore. It is an amazing book. Basically, the premise is Napoleon Hill gets to sit down with the devil and basically has him trapped, and he has to answer any question truthfully. So it's Napoleon Hill's conversation with Satan. And in that book, he talks about this method of definiteness of purpose and people who drift. So it's a pretty basic concept to understand, but at its core, when you first hear it, you're like, okay, yeah, I have definiteness of purpose. That's cool. I have that. And I want you to hang on, because there's something else that I watched recently that showed me that I have yet to achieve this level of definiteness of purpose that is mentioned in this book. So he talks about drifters, who are people who kind of just, life happens to them. They don't have a definite purpose that they are striving to achieve. So they just drift, versus the people who have definiteness of purpose are more likely they're going to achieve their goals, or kind of the whole method of aim for the moon and you'll land among the stars, that whole mentality, if you have that definiteness of purpose. So I was reading a book today actually called You Are the Brand by an awesome guy named Mike Kim, and he told the story of Marie Kondo. If you don't know her, she is somebody, she had her Netflix special about cleaning. And if you have articles of clothes that don't spark joy, then you get rid of them. If you have things in your house that don't spark joy, then you get rid of it. And I didn't realize, I saw the Netflix special when it came out in like 2018. It was like the hot thing at the time, but I didn't realize that she had written a book 8 years prior to that. She wrote it, it got some notoriety in its space and everything, from what I can tell. And, she kept pushing that message. That was her purpose. Letting people know if it sparks joy, you get to keep it. If it doesn't spark joy, then get rid of it, because what's the point in having it? And that was her story. That was her idea. That was what she was spreading. That is her definite purpose that she was trying to get out to the world. And as we know now, 8 years later, in 2018, she got her show. Since then, her business has blown up. She's been able to create physical products and sell those as well. And she has got a booming business. And yesterday, I was actually, another story of somebody who has definiteness of purpose. I was watching this YouTube video, and it showed me, by watching this interview with this person, I'll tell you who it is in a second, how definiteness of purpose can change your life and what it looks like to be so purpose driven, having such a strong conviction of purpose that it alters your entire life. And I will link this up on the show notes page for this episode. I might even share it out on Facebook so people can check it out. I'll probably go share it right now before the episode even drops, because it's important. It is an episode on YouTube, an interview on YouTube called The Full Story of Mr. Beast. And if you don't know who Mr. Beast is, he is a YouTuber who does outstanding stuff, like giving away $1 million, giving people houses. He bought every car in a car lot and then just sold them all for $0. He created a burger joint, and for the opening of the burger joint, gave away free food and was giving away iPads. And he does outstanding stuff that people think he's crazy for. And he's always been doing this. He talks about his first brand deal. They came to him and offered him $5,000. He said, if you can make it $10,000, I'm in. And they're like, I can't do it. He's like, if you give me $10,000, I'll go outside and I'll give it to a homeless person right now. And that'll be the video and it'll get you views. And they did it. And he went outside and gave a homeless person $10,000. And that was the video. And that's the kind of stuff he does. He gets money in, he puts it back out. And in this interview, he talks about how when he was 13 years old, he started making videos on his iPhone, and he knew that he was going to be the biggest YouTuber on the platform. And no, he's not there yet. I mean, PewDiePie, I think, was number one until the Indian music company, forgot what it's called, came and knocked him off the number one of the list. But everybody who's a YouTuber knows Mr. Beast. If you're a YouTuber, you know this guy, and he is becoming one of the biggest on the platform. Like when you download the YouTube app on Android devices, he's part of their promotion. Like you see his face. He is huge, and he has had this definite purpose. You have to watch the interview. It's 2 hours, but if you're in business and you want to see what having a definiteness of purpose looks like, go watch this guy, because he talks about his purpose. He wants to put out the best videos. Doesn't matter if it loses him money. The video where he gave away houses, he spent just under $1 million in houses. He said it was probably about $1.3 million with all the production value and everything. He said that video only made him $500,000. He lost money, but his goal is to put out the best videos possible. If it's not the best video they can make, he doesn't put it out. And he said it's been over 100 videos that they've made that they just didn't release because it wasn't the best video they can make. And to see the conviction in this guy when he's talking about this, and he's, I think, only 23 at the time of recording this, he has a definite purpose. He has all this other stuff going on. He's joked about starting a podcast. He has Beast Burger, which is a burger joint that you can order burgers from across the country, even though he doesn't have a physical location. He doesn't have like a store. But his definiteness of purpose is to create the best YouTube videos that he can possibly create. So, homework, go check out this. Go watch some of Mr. Beast's videos. They are entertaining. What he does with money, renting out stadiums and absurd stuff. You know, if he recently, one of his big videos was recreating Squid Games. If you've seen Squid Games, you know what it is. He recreated that with 456 people, and whoever won got $456,000. And along the way, he's given away cars and all kind of crazy stuff. Go check out his videos, fall in love with what he does, and then go watch the video again titled The Full Story of Mr. Beast. It's an interview. Just put it on in the background while you're driving, cleaning, whatever. Listen to it and listen to the conviction he has, his definiteness of purpose. Again, go listen to Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Check out this video and you will get a clear example of what it looks like to have definiteness of purpose, because until you reach this guy's level of a definite purpose, then I don't think you've reached what they're mentioning in Outwitting the Devil. So many people think, oh, I have a definite purpose. I'm going to create a podcast. I'm going to talk about marketing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to create this pizza joint that sells the best pizza around. Until you have a conviction level of Mr. Beast here, then you haven't reached it. So what is your purpose? What is that thing that he says, I'm either going to be one of the biggest YouTubers or I'm going to be 80 years old with 1,000 subscribers. Like, I am not giving up on it no matter what. Whatever that thing is, what is your purpose? What has you so excited that you are willing to change the path of your life to make it happen? He mentions he dropped out of school. His mom told him that if he didn't go to college, then he would have to move out. So he dropped out and didn't tell his mom until he was making $20,000 a month with his YouTube videos. And he's like, hey, Mom, I got a 0 in all my classes. I stopped going. I'll move out tomorrow. And he changed his life. He dropped out of college because he hated school and he loved making these videos. He knew this is what he was going to do from the time, like I said, he started when he was 13 years old. So this revelation, having this definite purpose in your life, whenever you find it, I think you'll know what it is. And it has the potential to be the biggest game changer you've ever run into in your life. So if you feel like, I don't want to wake up in the morning, I don't really want to do this, I don't want to, I want to do this in my business, then you're not working towards your definiteness of purpose. You haven't found that thing out yet. So you need to take a step back, say, what is my purpose? What is my goal? What am I going to achieve? What is that thing that I'm more excited about than anything in the world? You have to figure that out first. Then you can move forward because you will have that definiteness of purpose. Really hope that you understand how important this is and that you need to figure it out. Let me know. I want to know what your definiteness of purpose is. Follow me on Instagram, TheMattPete. Go comment in my video, send it to me in a message, whatever. I want to know what your definite purpose is, what's going to get you out of bed, and what you're going to do with your life. Remember that marketing really matters. If you know someone who has a business that could use some help marketing their business, take a second and share this podcast with them. Thank you so much and have an awesome day.